Hello and welcome to Back to School Night. My name is Terry Boursiewicz and I am your student's AP Literature teacher. I also teach ELA 4 here and I serve as the English Department Chair. I have my bachelor's in English Literature from LaSalle University, my master's in education from Cabrini University, and I hold a certificate from LaSalle University Advanced Placement Institute to teach the AP Literature class. First and foremost, how to contact me. The best way is via email. I check my email throughout the day and I check it in the evening. So that's the quickest way to get in touch with me. If you would prefer to speak to me, I do have a phone in my office and you'll see it's the school number there with the extension 1101. An important tool is PowerSchool. I do post grades as soon as I can, but the nature of English is that sometimes it takes me longer to grade things since I do read every word the students write. I encourage you to log in. It really helps you, your student, and me have a more successful year. PowerSchool is my official grade book. Schoology has the ability to track grades, but PowerSchool is my official grade book. So Schoology. All course profiles, expectations, and contracts are posted there. I would encourage you to go through the folder that says course information. It is the primary learning platform for the school. I do not use it as a grade book. That's important to remember, to always check PowerSchool for the official grades. So, AP Literature, what is it? This is a college level class. That means there's mature material and mature discussions. What I teach is close reading and analytical writing. Class is taught in a seminar fashion, and for this reason, it is imperative that homework be completed because oftentimes what has been given for homework is my jumping off point for the next day. So I would encourage you to speak to your students about the necessity of keeping up with the work in AP Literature. I don't always give a homework grade every night. It may just be read this short story, but reading that short story makes us prepared for the next day's discussion so that we can be more productive. The AP test is in May, usually the first or second week. It is required that any student who has taken AP Literature take the AP test in May. I do an APA research paper with the students after the exam because we usually have about 2 weeks until the end of school, and I would prefer to spend all my time prior getting them ready for that exam so that 2 weeks at the end of the year we do our final paper. I would encourage you signed a contract. I would encourage you to review that again and make sure that you understand what is expected of your student. Absences in AP Literature, excessive absences in AP Literature, can be a detriment to success in the exam because so much is learned through class discussion and through class work. So that's always a concern for me. Obviously, illness will arise, and that's not the case that I'm speaking about here, but excessive absences. We have some of the most active students usually are in the AP classes. So I always ask them to be judicious if they can choose not to be absent too often. I do have some rules. Each unprepared is a half-point reduction in the final quarter grade. Why a half point? Because everybody messes up once or twice, but it doesn't seem to be an issue when there are some consequences. I do accept late homework at 50% up until the end of the quarter. Should your student be dismissed early for any reason, he or she would still be responsible for all work and assignments are still due. If a student is absent, I ask that the test, if on a testing day, that the test or quiz be made up the next day, unless there's extenuating circumstances. And again, I review the class contract. It is possible to fail an AP class. That is Obviously not something I want to do. So I encourage the students to stay on top of their work, to speak to me if they're having any issues. The nature of the beast, copious amounts of reading must be done outside of class. I encourage the students to understand that using Spark Notes and Cliff Notes and movies and internet sites is never good because there are no shortcuts on the exam. Plagiarism is a very serious offense in the world of English, and so I would ask you to reiterate that to your students. Even though it might seem like the easy way out for something, it would have a highly detrimental effect on his or her grade. I would prefer they came and spoke to me and maybe asked for an extension. Students are expected to take the AP exam in May, and I covered those other things. The material chosen for this class is in accordance with the guidelines of College Board. So I do not just choose things that are my favorites or anything, and there are mature themes there. So I just ask you to be cognizant of that. And again, I reiterate the excessive absences. However, AP is also a wonderful opportunity. I know this sounded like a lot of rules, but oftentimes these are the things people have questions about. So I encourage you, should you have any questions throughout the year, please get in touch with me or have your student get in touch with me or speak to me after class. So here's hoping for a wonderful, normal school year, and I look forward to working with your students. Thank you for taking the time to view this video.